In this video I'll introduce you to Minerva, which is Bath Spa's virtual learning environment. It uses Blackboard, which you may have used at other universities, but our tailored version is called Minerva. To access it, go to minerva.bathspa.ac.uk and log in with your 6-digit student number and password. It automatically starts on the activity stream page, and this can't be changed. It shows the content that's been recently added to any of your courses. However, the PGCE course is mostly set up over the summer, so we don't expect you to use this as a timetable or to find out what's coming up. I'll show you where you can get that information later in the video. The sections on the home page that are useful to you are the institution page, the courses page, and organisations. The others aren't used by PGCE staff to communicate with you, but feel free to explore them and see what's there. I'm going to click on the institution page first. Here you can access many of the services provided by Bath Spa University. For example, there's a link to download the Blackboard app so that you can access Minerva on your phone or tablet. Scrolling down a little, you can access the Student Hub, and there that links to accommodation services, finance, wellbeing and support services, the Students' Union, the library and IT support, as well as the main university admin services. Scrolling down a little further, in the student support section, you can see here again links to wellbeing services, also the Writing and Learning Centre, which is part of the library. I'll explain a little more about that in a moment, and the careers service as well. And then below that we've got the Students' Union and the library at the bottom here, with also IT services. So if you need support with IT, you can access it there and contact the IT service desk. Back over on the content bar on the left hand side, if you click on Organisations, you can access the Writing and Learning Centre from here too, and the library services. Writing and Learning Centre is part of the library. I'm going to quickly click on that just to show you. So you can see on the left here the support for academic writing, digital literacy, maths and statistics, and particularly study skills. So the team at the Writing and Learning Centre can provide one-to-one support when you're writing assignments. I'm just going to click on the cross to exit from the Writing and Learning Centre section here. This will take me back to my main Minerva page. So I'm going to click on Courses. This is a section that you'll be using on a daily basis, so it's really important to become familiar with what's available here. So here you'll find a link to the PGCE programme, and this contains all of the teaching materials and resources that you'll need for the university and school-based parts of the course. I'm going to go through that in a moment. There are also links to your 3 assignments, but you'll only need these when you actually come to submit the assignments. All the information that you need will be on that main PGCE page. If you've been at the university before, you may have some other courses listed here as well. I've got a few here. You can move current courses to the top by clicking on the favourite star. So if I wanted to move the assignment links up to the top, I can click on the star, and then you'll see that that's moved up to the top of the screen as well. You can hide a course that isn't relevant to you this year by clicking on the 3 dots in the top right hand corner and then clicking on Hide the Course, and it'll remove it. You can still access it, you can search for it at the top of the page. It hasn't deleted it, but the link won't clutter up your screen if you're finding that you've got a lot of links there. Now I'm going to click on the Primary and Early Years 2021 course, and I'm going to show you how all of the materials are structured. So we've got the contents bar on the left hand side, and it always lands on the announcements section. You're not able to change that, and it is really important for you to keep an eye on the announcements at least daily, if not more frequently. You'll usually receive an email notification of any announcement too. We'll try not to overload you, but some of these may be about last minute changes, exciting opportunities and useful information. I'm going to give you a quick tour and an explanation of the other sections available in the contents bar now. In the timetable section, you can access the live timetable for the course. This is updated occasionally, so please don't download or print this, as you'll find that your version is probably out of date. You can click on the link at the top to open the timetable in Google Drive, so then it'll be a live spreadsheet. It might suit you if you need to zoom in and out, or if you're using a screen reader. To the right of the timetable, I'm just going to scroll across, because here you'll find a key that explains the abbreviations for the different subjects and strands in the curriculum, and also for staff names so that you know who's teaching each session. So I'm just going to scroll back across to the main timetable. So within the timetable, the session title is actually a link to the session document, which gives you access to everything that you need for that session. And I'm going to show you one of those in a moment. Usually the 3 to 4:30 slot is kept clear, and you should use this time to look ahead at upcoming sessions and complete any pre-session tasks or readings, or any post-session tasks from previous sessions that you've attended. You'll see that after this first week we tend to keep that session fairly clear for you, so that you've got time to look ahead and to finish off any activities from sessions, or to catch up. So I'm going to show you one of the sessions from Friday. This is the Teaching in a Diverse Society first session, so that's known as TDS1. If I click on the link here, that's going to open the session document. This is a standard document, and there's one for every session. There's a key to the icons across the top of the document, and then you'll find the subject or strand name and the number and title of the session. At the top of the document here, you'll see an explanation of any pre-session tasks, and that should give you any links to any documents, things that you need to read, or perhaps videos that you need to watch. In this case, there's a quiz for you to have a go at. Below that, you'll find links to the virtual classroom for each group. If there are no links to a virtual classroom, then the session is an independent learning activity. It should be completed in the timetabled slot. Below the links to the virtual classroom, there are links to all the resources that are going to be used during the session. You'll need to have this document open during the session so that you can access all of these easily. It should include links to any slides. Not all sessions will necessarily have slides. And these will be Google Slides, so you can open them and make a copy or download them as a PowerPoint or a PDF, or print them out if you would like to make your own notes. There's more about how to do that in the video about using Google Drive. There may also be links to other resources. So here, for example, there's a Padlet for each group as well, and documents that are going to be used during the session for you to contribute to. Finally, at the bottom of the document, there's an explanation of any post-session tasks that will need to be completed. So here there's a short video to watch, and a reflection task as well. So you should use the time in that 3 to 4:30 slot to do this. So I'm going to go back to Minerva and back to the contents bar on the left hand side. The next section is the school training section, and this contains information and materials relating to your school placements, and this will be covered in detail in your sessions with your academic tutor. The Welcome Week section will have all the materials from this week for you to refer back to. That's going to build up during the week. And then we've got the assignments section. This currently just contains a guide to the help and support that's available for assignments, but there will be detailed information available soon about the assignments for the PGCE. We didn't want to overload you with all of that information so early in the course, but it will be there very soon. The second section of the contents bar contains all the information for the subjects and strands of the PGCE curriculum. I'm just going to click on Maths as an example. So these sections also contain links to those session materials, the documents for each session, exactly the same as the ones that are available through the timetable. But there are also additional resources too. So for example, for Maths, we've got a resources folder, and in there is the subject knowledge workbook. So similarly in professional studies, there'll be a link to each of the materials for the sessions, and that will go straight to that document, the same as the link on the timetable. But at the top, we've also got a link here to the professional development tasks, and similarly in science, a session document for each session, and also links to the subject knowledge tasks and professional development tasks and a booklet. So have a look through the sections for the different subjects and strands to see what's there. Below the subjects and strands, the last useful link is the Collaborate link. Here you can access the virtual teaching sessions, and these are exactly the same links as the ones in the session documents. You can enter the sessions either way. So that's the main guide to the content on Minerva. Do spend some time exploring it and finding the materials that you need, thinking about organising the courses page as well when you log in. Do have a look at the timetable, and that will give you a lot more information about how the upcoming weeks and indeed the whole year are structured. Make sure that you're really familiar with Minerva, as it's the main tool that's used for communication and teaching and learning during the PGCE.